Hey guys, welcome to our Zelda commentary and reaction. So you're gonna get the reaction of a 13-year-old and a 33-year-old, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm very familiar with the show. I used to watch it as a kid, and I loved it. And you saw some of them because of me growing up. So we'll see what we think of it. All right, so we're watching the opening right now, as you can see. It's a very cool opening, actually, especially for, this is 1989, if I'm not mistaken, or 1988. I think it's 88. I was in 2nd grade.
Hey, for you, Zelda?
Fun facts. This is the longest open. 30 seconds feels like an hour right now. Silent.
I love it. So
me, princess. That's a good sinking part for you.
Yeah. Okay, so
Doppelganger.
I had seen the show before I played the game. So this episode is Doppelganger. I saw the show before I played the game, and so usually people... The show did its work. In the 80s, we had a lot of shows that were meant to sell products. And this show did that for me.
Wow.
I bought Zelda because of the show, to be honest with you. And it's not a brilliant show.
Did nobody notice that Mario song?
Of course, this came on every Friday as a part of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. On Fridays, instead of showing a Super Mario cartoon, they showed a Zelda cartoon as a kind of like, you know, Nintendo bonus of sorts. Like, get your Zelda on Friday. So he got his force field ring.
I'm sorry, Lord Ganon.
That is the worst voice acting I've ever heard. That is the worst voice acting. Worse than Mario, Bowser from Mario Sunshine.
Well, make sure you stay in the frame.
I know.
I loved Ganon. I still like Ganon a lot, actually. This is one of my favorite versions of Ganon. I'm really a sucker for this show. A lot of people are hard on this show on the internet.
I do believe he's
But if anyone saw the Super Smash Brothers anime with Pit and Link fighting, I wish they would do a Link, a Zelda, Legend of Zelda cartoon like that today. I really wish that.
Fun facts. This is making me laugh.
bad reflection on her.
I don't know what's...
So yeah, this is more appropriate for my time and less appropriate for your time. But in the 80s, these shows weren't meant to be brilliant. They were meant to sell products. That's just what they did back then.
It just took one game and they made a show about it.
Well, they did that with, you know, Mario and lots of different...
Where in Hyrule did this mirror come from?
Is that like the cartoon Navi?
She didn't have the name Navi in that
I know, but...
back then. Her name was Sprite. That's what the name was in the video game.
Huh? Where did this come from?
Well...
You ordered it. No, it wasn't me.
The mirror
See, yeah, the shows were corny. This was a little bit more sophisticated than the Super Mario Brothers Super Show cartoon, but for Zelda, not very sophisticated. So obviously, probably something from Ganon. Ganon's actually not in every episode, but in most episodes, obviously.
So, does he live in the castle or something?
Yeah.
Seems legit.
About time, too. Get back through the mirror while I get the Triforce.
I can't stop laughing. It's just. Sorry. This has good sound for 1924.
Ha! 7 years bad luck, Moblin.
Like, great sound, actually.
Starting now.
We need to make a GIF out of that. We need to make a GIF of that of the goblin just landing on Link. We need to make a GIF of that too.
A what?
A GIF.
A GIF? What's a GIF? I'm so unhip, obviously.
It's
What's a GIF?
It's like a moving picture without sound. I'll show you.
Okay. Do you think it would be a hit?
Whoa! It took 25, 30 years.
Woo-wee! Finally. Kinda
Well, you know that's not Zelda because that never happens on this
clone.
show.
That's a new look for you, isn't it?
I just got it.
Not to mention her new look.
You know it, princess.
Anybody with an IQ of 50 would know.
Because you, me, and the Triforce are going to go, attack Ganon. Right now.
I don't think Link's, and Link and Zelda's, animation is bad, or the look that they gave him. It's not far off from, like, reminds you of Zelda 2.
Why don't you make it look like you
It's
usually
really not that bad, especially for the
So
80s.
that's why.
It made him a bit obnoxious.
do, princess.
I think
That was perfect
people
timing
are
right
gonna
there.
people are gonna comment on your coughing. you know those mean YouTube comments.
Yeah, that one media disliked.
I knew that's
Someone
what
can
you
The
die.
YouTube meanies.
That's
The YouTube
not
meanies of
Zelda.
the world.
Okay, so this fake Zelda has no shadow, so you realize it's not
You're not
Zelda.
really Zelda, eh? That
Oh my
she's been
God.
captured, and it's all a trick.
The underworld entrance is just ahead.
Is he Canadian?
Follow me.
Yeah, he is actually.
Sure.
The actor Jonathan Potts
Right to
is
Zelda.
the actor's name, and he is Canadian. Interestingly enough.
No, that was a joke because he said A, and Canadians are stereotyped to say A. But that's like perfect.
Yeah, you were right. I see what I love about Ganon back in the day, whether it was here or whether it was in this animated series or the video game, is that he was a wizard. And they've turned him into something else in recent years, which I'm not really opposed to, but it's like he was a kick-ass wizard. It wasn't about him being like really strong or something like that. It was about his power, his magical powers.
We'll see if
You know, that was what made him. You know, it wasn't that he was particularly big or muscly or anything like that. I mean, he was big in the original video game, but it was really about his powers.
I remember you making a comment on that on one of the Link to the Past videos.
I did?
Yeah.
Like months ago?
No.
Recently? I don't remember.
Yeah.
And take care of that insufferable Link.
Interesting staircase.
I thought the castles, the underworld was done beautifully in the animation.
This thing's really heavy.
So a lot of people could dog the show and everything, but there were certain aspects of it that I thought were brilliant. I mean, this reminded you kind of Zelda 2
better now.
and what the castles in Zelda 2 look like. Although this is really the underworld. It's not technically one of the palaces from
Now
Zelda 2.
This is what I call a rescue mission.
But it just looks so cool. I mean, look at that. I don't know why a bunch of worms came out there. You saw those like snakes came out, and then you have the Stalfos and the Moblins. That I'm not sure why that happened, but whatever. Ganon is mysterious.
Don't question it. Well, bam.
The only thing I didn't like about this show, well, there are a couple things, but one of the things I didn't like is that they gave him such a small sword that was like a dagger type of thing. And I never got the point of that. I never got that.
Not that small.
Well, then it's much longer, and it's almost like a dagger. It's much longer in when Link makes his appearance on the Captain N show, or you know, in the video games.
There! Clean house!
Oh, Link,
So at this point, he knows
you
it's
were
a fake.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright, Link!
Link!
Oh.
Here we go. Time for me to deliver this to Ganon.
Look, Princess, I can explain.
Don't talk, move! She's getting away!
Excuse me, Princess.
Oh, that never gets old.
That gets very old.
He's a little more chatty than I remember in the games. As in, he never talked. This is funny.
Zelda?
Oops.
Not you. Ow!
Get off!
This is gonna go on for like 5 more minutes. Feet. Riveting. What?
Yeah, the dungeons were just done very well.
Very well.
Sorry.
I expected that.
There she goes!
Octorok!
That was so expected.
Hang on, Princess!
That looks something like an outdoor.
Yeah, they do.
And how can they defy the laws of gravity?
Because they have suction cups. They have suction cups on them, octopuses.
No, not the octopuses, them.
But they come from octopuses, right? That's why they name them Octorocks.
Well, excuse
No, not Lincoln. I mean Lincoln
Princess.
Silva.
Oh, because he had the ring. Did you see the ring work? Or were you not paying attention to
I
that?
was not paying
Okay.
attention.
Fast, you imposter!
He had the magic ring. The blue ring.
Whoa, she knows parkour.
Zelda? Oh, no.
Link! Stop this imposter!
Afraid there's only one way to tell you two apart. A kissing contest.
Why, sure.
Why would I expect anything else?
Ooh-wee. Very
What's gonna
good.
happen?
Next. Ow! That's my Zelda, all right.
Glad you agree.
Classic Zelda.
Here's your sword. Now let's get out of here before...
You mean before I show up?
What if it was a trick and it's actually the opposite way?
To meet your doom, you pitiful creatures!
Not yet, Ganon. It's bath time. We gotta get out of here before he recovers.
There's our exit! Quick! Grab the Triforce!
Again, laws of gravity. What did he say?
You know, Princess, you might want to consider a black outfit. Might look pretty good.
Why she
come on,
pissed?
Princess, I was just kidding. Well, excuse
She doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't like his sense of humor. And that was it. Thanks for watching.
Dancing hard. Swing your arms from side
But that's not.
to
We're
side.
not. We're
Wing.
cutting that.
Oh.
But that's not part of it. Alright, thanks for watching.